Well, I paid the Takumi tax, and I finally got an 8.6. Let's go! I bought this car on Bring a Trailer without ever seeing it in person or driving it, simply because it has the heart of a Honda S2000. This is my dream swap, my dream engine swap. So when I saw this car, I saw its beautiful fender flares, that sexy fitment, and this fat turbo. And I was like, that's it. I need this in my life. I've also just been like dying to have a fun project car that I could spend some time with my dad working on it and with my buddies. That's also why I wanted to start this channel. I just want to share those good times and memories with everybody else. So yeah, and this will be the primary attraction for now. It has some things that need some fixing, but for the most part, it ran super solid. My girlfriend and I flew down to San Diego and we drove this straight up to Seattle, through the sunshine, through the treacherous rain, and had quite a fun adventure. There were some minor mishaps along the way, but for the most part, it was a ton of fun. This car has some really cool fender flares, some side skirts that are definitely on there super sturdy, as you can tell. The wheels are Watanabe style. They're not real Watts, they are BR racing wheels. The front doesn't have hubcaps, but the rear has some really sweet Watanabe Racing hubcaps, which is awesome. The tires are mismatched. Some of them are Nitto, some of them are a weird brand I've never heard of. They're also like different tread patterns, which is interesting. Yeah, in the rain, this was absolutely terrifying simply because this car is so lightweight and on tiny 15-inch wheels on summer tires is a nightmare. I felt like those Formula One drivers in the rain, just sliding everywhere. This is the coupe. It's not a hatch quite like Takumi's, so it has different headlights, but I honestly kind of prefer the coupe to the rear of the hatches. This car is a sweet ducktail spoiler. It is like, I don't know, it looks like someone bashed it with a hammer 50 times to get it into place. I ordered a new one that's a bit more prominently shaped. See, it's just like strangely straight up in the air. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that style. It's also like beat up, so. Get a new spoiler on this bad boy. The exhaust is in the back seat because it fell off. And because I-5 roads are so smooth, it broke not once, but twice. It's actually coming out from like the middle of the car. Look at that look at that sexy exhaust pipe. It's like a slug. Yeah, she's sturdy. Let me show you the interior of this bad boy. Now the first step is, well, you can of course get in from the passenger side because the lock is completely broken. You don't want anyone getting into your car or something while you're in a parking lot. So Toyota really covered all their bases there. But as we hop in here, it also has the gauge cluster from a Honda S2000, which is awesome. Now this is an authentic Japanese car, so the dash is completely cracked. But here's the cool thing. It also has the transmission from a Honda S2000. So this is a 6-speed. It has like a custom welded tunnel, which isn't the best looking. I don't know if maybe that's something I could fix. The floor panels have been patched, so probably some rust there prior. The clutch isn't really a clutch, it's more like a light switch. It is just on or off. So I was just doing Formula One starts in this thing. Also, the problem is that like the actual way the clutch releases is like right there. So when your foot's on the ground and you're trying to be smooth with a clutch, right? It doesn't matter because you can't even engage the clutch with your foot on the ground all the way up. Like I have to have my foot off the ground just to let it go. So I was like very just inconsistent with it. The seats are this beautiful brown black color, and get this, the headliner matches, boys. Let's go. This is absolutely hilarious. This is the smallest handbrake I've ever seen. So the original color of this interior was this nice blue. It still has some interior trim in that same shade, but I really like that. The seat belts also are the cool blue. The back seats are non-existent. The door cards do not have a pull. You have to like pull this if you want to close the door. Some air vents that have been replaced by a air fuel sensor, boost gauge, oil pressure gauge. I kind of want to relocate them, maybe here, and put the stock vents back. Maybe see if I could put like a actual air conditioning in this car. That'd be sick. The biggest problem with this car though, overall, is the fact that the speakers like don't work. So it's really hard to listen to Eurobeat. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the interior yet. I don't want to put full carpet in it, but maybe either go like get some cool checkered mats like Takumi, or maybe try and make like some custom floor pans, drilled, dimples and tapered and all that cool stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get this thing washed and then I'm gonna set up a chair here and just stare at it for half an hour and think about how I actually own an 86. So this car means a lot to me and I'm super excited. Anyways, take care of yourselves, everybody, and I will see you in the next. Peace.